started out with pills, and then drinking, and then acid and mushrooms, the teenager drugs. But now the teenager drugs are different than they were when I was in high school. Now the teenager drugs are ecstasy, GHB, coke, and pills, and mainly pain pills. But once I found the syringe, when I was 20, I never went back to anything else. And that's the same with everybody that gets hooked on the syringe. You never want to do anything any other way. And it's not just the high, it's the process. It's the whole setup, it's the whole thing. It's really disgusting. You hide, you isolate, because it becomes your little ritual, and it's so personal and secretive. And you'll be in a bathroom for hours, once I found that, I never went back to snorting anything or smoking anything. It was all just the syringe. When somebody, a couple kids in our group started shooting up the oxy, and there wasn't anything I ever said that I wouldn't do. I never said, oh, I'm not going to snort coke, or I'm not going to use needles. I never had any expectations or whatever the opposite of that would be for myself. It took a couple times watching them do it, and finally I let them do it to me until I got comfortable doing it for myself, and then I lost everything just right away. My girlfriend left me. Already had been losing my family, lost my house got robbed, everything was gone out of my house, and I started ODing because I got introduced to heroin, and heroin was pretty bad. I did a small amount. You never know how. With pills, you always know what you're gonna get, like the oxys or Norcos, like whatever. You always know what you're gonna get. It's pharmaceutically made. There's never any surprises. But with heroin, it can be garbage or it can be extremely potent. And I did just the normal amount that I was gonna do, $10, $20 worth, and I went out and I overdosed, and everybody left me. And they stole my shit and called the ambulance and bounced out. Stole my car. Called the ambulance for me and bounced out, and I woke up in the hospital, just wearing a pair of shorts, no shoes, no shirt, nothing, and I started freaking out. They gave me a shot of Narcan to bring me back. That was an awful feeling. It ruined my life. Absolutely ruined my life. This is probably not going to paint a great picture for me, this whole thing, but yeah, it completely ruined my life, but when I was graduating high school, there was, things I wanted to do with my life that, now a lot of doors are shut for me because of this, there's a lot of things that I can't do, a lot of jobs I can't get. Most jobs I can't get. Nobody wants to hire somebody with a record. Nobody wants to hire somebody, that's had a drug problem or whatever. And all they got to do is look up your name on the internet and find out your entire rap sheet. Why would they hire you? And my mom had told me that in the beginning. Now you've got to charge whatever. You're never going to be able to get a job. And I never realized how big of a deal that is. It's huge. It's huge. It's closed a lot of doors, and I've hurt a lot of people, including myself. And it makes for great stories. Got a lot of great stories, whatever. But that's all it is, And now my health is in jeopardy. I've hurt my body, my brain. I'm not the same person I used to be because of it. I don't have any energy anymore. I've expelled it all. I don't have Hep C, but my body doesn't work like it used to, and maybe that'll come back after, a lot of it will come back after more time clean, hopefully it does, but it's the only reason any of us ever had any reason to steal. We didn't do it to buy shoes, we did it to stay well or to get high. Yeah, absolutely. That's why we all turned to lives of crime and deception, dishonesty, was to stay high. And they didn't care about anybody else, Screw you, I'll steal your tile saw, You'll just go out and buy a new one. You can obviously afford one, Our high is more important. Us not being sick is more important. Obviously it's not, but that's how twisted our thinking is, That's how twisted my thinking was, And I got caught, And I deserved to get caught. Is this your thinking? My thinking is what screwed my life up. Drugs were the symptom of my sickness, And it leads you to do all sorts of things you never thought you would do. When you're clean and sober, you never think about, you go steal somebody's crap for what, There's no reason to do it anymore, You look back on it and you're just appalled at the things you've done. Most people will never even know what you did to them, but a lot do. and there's a lot of amends to be made in my life, that's for sure. And yeah, like I said, the best way to make them is to just stay clean. I've done irreparable damage to my life and the lives of others, yeah. I wish every day that I never would have found drugs. So does my family. But they're there. They're happier than anything that I'm back, And it's going to take a long time for them to regain trust in me or have faith in the fact that I can stay clean, because I've just done this over and over and over and over again. Why would they believe me? But it's something that I have to prove with actions and not words. Sorry flew out the window a long time ago. It's an insult to say I'm sorry to make most of the amends I have to. The only amend most of them want is for me to stay clean, and that's the best thing that I can do for them, for me. If it weren't for them, it would probably be impossible, And I deserve it too. I deserve to be clean. I deserve to be happy, Every time I went to a program before, it was because I was facing consequences or facing losing something. Yeah, I'm facing losing something now, but I want to do it for me also. And until somebody's going to do it for themselves, they're not going to get clean. There's nothing anybody can do for them at all. You can't save somebody at all. Yeah, okay, send somebody to a program, but unless they want that, they're not going to stay clean at all.